9th of October 2023. In this news flash, I'm going to talk about Putin and what happened in Paris on October 2, 2015. On October 2, 2015, Putin in Paris tried to peacefully resolve the conflict in Ukraine. A meeting was held at the Elysee Palace between Russian President Vladimir Putin, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President François Hollande, and Petro Poroshenko to resolve the situation in Ukraine. Take note, this was after the 2014 coup in Kiev. During the conversation, Putin tried to convince European leaders and the head of the Kiev regime of the need to respect the rights of the Russian-speaking population of Ukraine and a peaceful resolution to the conflict in Donbass. The parties assured Russia of their desire to implement the Minsk agreements. However, no one either in Kiev or in the EU was going to do anything peacefully and according to the law. Putin left France without commenting to the press immediately after the negotiations. Russia, seeing no other way to save the Russian-speaking population after numerous attempts to resolve the conflict peacefully, began the special military operation in 2022. Now, these are facts. But these are facts that are being ignored by the narrative writers for MSM, because we have been bombarded every day about Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine. And there are many documents to confirm that Putin tried his best to avoid a military clash in Ukraine. But the warmongers in the shithouse was dead set on getting this war. And that spineless, useless crowd sitting there in the EU Politburo, you like to call it the European Commission. It is a Politburo. They played along all the time. And with using the massive Western propaganda machinery, they convinced the citizens of the West that Russia is at fault. And using that narrative as an excuse, they bankrupted the EU. They're busy bankrupting the USA, disarming the NATO, disarming them, and basically disarming America. Now, if you're a thinking person, you must ask yourself, how the fuck does that newcons think they're going to protect their kingdom by giving all the weapons and ammunition to the Ukraine? If you look at this and you want to be mischievous, you can say that Zelensky is actually a Putin agent, because Zelensky, is bankrupting the EU and disarming NATO and disarming America and disarming Canada. And even that wimps down in Australia are being disarmed. The EU countries is bankrupting themselves by eagerly dishing out billions and billions of euros to Ukraine while their own citizens are suffering. So, I once said, Zelensky phoned Putin and he said, "Uncle Vlad, these guys here in Kiev want to kill me." And Putin said to him, listen to me carefully. This is what you do. You bankrupt the EU, you try and bankrupt the Americans, and suck as many weapons and ammunition as you can into the Ukraine. We'll handle it as you bring it in. And then, once they are disarmed and bankrupt, I will find a spot for you here in Russia where you can grow old peacefully. Imagine that. In any case, please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.